Yo, what up, my beautiful G's, and welcome back to a new video here on the It's a Waste Graffiti channel. Today is a very special day. We're painting a piece in Amsterdam, celebrating the 1K subscribers on my channel. Before we start talking about this piece, we have to talk about this being video 1 out of 3 for the 1K celebration. I'm doing a canvas giveaway that's coming soon, and I'm doing a video talking about how I started with painting graph and this video. And if you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, please do that and you won't miss out on any of these videos and of course other crazy projects. My neighbor is slamming the door really hard, so maybe you'll hear some weird sounds. And for the people who have subscribed to this channel, thank you so much. I'm so thankful for having you guys as an audience to my videos that I will make. Anyways, I've been doing this for 4 years now, so yeah, maybe it took a long time, maybe not, I don't know. I'm very happy with every single one of you that has subscribed to this channel. It makes me so happy. And I'm not thinking about quitting anytime soon. So let's start talking about this piece. It's painted at the NDSM legal place in the Netherlands. It's very big and I haven't got around to filming a review of the whole spot yet. But anyways, this is a very nice spot. I like it so much. I try to paint it at least 3 or 4 times every year. There is of course more legal walls in Amsterdam and in the whole Netherlands, of course. But yeah, this one is really good for lots of exposure, coming by a lot of people to take pictures, walk around, check all the stuff. Outside of the legal, no, inside of the legal wall, there's a museum with all kinds of street art and graffiti artworks. Always a cool vibe, always nice writers over there and artists. Very nice spot. The last time I painted in Amsterdam was in June, so yeah, almost a year ago already. And suddenly, when I wanted to paint there, the whole street was broken up because they were doing some construction on the sewer system. So only 1 out of 4 big walls were available, and the whole wall has been painted over that day. And sadly enough, my piece was already gone within 2 days. This piece is heavily inspired by my piece I did last year for Waste Day, I guess, the day that I started painting waste 4 years ago, and that was 3 March. Of course, I wanted this video to have been out on 3 March, and it's already 10th today. But anyways, this piece is gray on the top, turquoise fill-in going down to darker, all stripes that I've been doing this whole year, last year, this year as well. I really like those vertical lines stuff, and a purple outline, what's also, it's really it's something that I do a lot. And we add a yellow outer outline and a green lighting effect with a little bit of white. And the piece that it inspired, I will show it on screen right now, has a little bit of my favorite pink, a little bit more, and the gray is switched with a chrome. That was also a really nice piece. I'll put the link in the description. And style wise, there hasn't been a lot of change lately, and I talked about it in all my other videos the last couple of weeks. This day was so windy, the cans keep blowing away, my camera was kept falling down because of the harder winds. Not nice, but the sun was out, and so the riders came out as well. That's how it goes. If it's sunny, it's busy at the legal wall. My camera stand broke in the middle of the painting, so that's why all of the time lapses later on are really wobbly and stuff. That's all because of the wind. It was a really windy day. And with all these people out, there was a lot of music, lots of talking, and that was not really a good idea for a raw video, so I turned it in more like a normal one. And I was thinking it might be a nice idea to tell the story of how I found the name Waste. I had to change names because I was associated with someone I didn't want to be associated with anymore because of reasons. And I just wanted to start painting legal walls only because I was getting a little bit of paranoia, a little bit fed up the scene, and yeah, nothing personal to anyone except for one person, but I just needed a kind of fresh start, and it was the right time and the right moment to do that. Kind of fed up with how my other letters worked, and it just, yeah, sometimes when you're toy, you think it's because of the letters, but it's not. You know, all the old people, when you go into the legal walls, they will tell you, "The fuck you doing? That's a waste of the wall. You're wasting your time." And I was listening to a song and I heard the word waste and I thought, yo, those letters, that combination could be really nice. And that, back in those days, I was not really a sketcher, so I just went to the wall, freestyled my first piece. This is it. I will put a picture on screen now. And that day, I started It's a Waste Instagram account, and half year later, I met up with Whatup, and my first video on YouTube came out. I wanted some letters in my name that I was really comfortable with already, being the A, the S, and the E. But the E in that position was the end of the name was a little bit new and hard at the beginning, but I still like E's a lot. I wanted two letters to struggle with. That was T and W. W because I really like M, and T is not really a nice letter in my opinion. And having it in the middle is a little bit a thing to make it easier for yourself. And I wanted it to be a real word. Of course, having a word is a little bit tougher because there are already so many words that people are painting, and if you can choose a whole different word that doesn't really have a meaning, it can be very personal. Well, I still see waste as a little bit personal to me, but that has different reasons. It still feels like a little bit of a personal word to me, but it just has meaning, and that's really nice. I like that. So that's how I chose the name Waste. There are not a lot of people who have a tag that starts with the letter W as well. That was also something that I thought about. Maybe one day I will make a video about how you can pick a name and what you should know. But I think that a lot of people who watch my channel already do graph, so they have a name or a tag. Of course, we call it a tag, but you also can see it as a name or as a word. I really feel that this color scheme is great. You see me painting this color scheme a lot. I like it, and I'm gonna do a video fully about color schemes really soon, but I have to do some pieces for it. And lately I don't have the time to piece every single week, so it could be a little late. But don't worry, I still will have at least 1 or 2 videos every week. Painting this legal wall is always so nice. There's so many layers of paint on the wall, and you see the paint catches onto the wall so well. And this wall can be painted about 3 meters high, and that's what I really like. I like stretching out my name as far as it can be. Painting really big, solid letters is always nice. That's also why I chose a 5-letter name. 5 letters is just the best in my opinion. You can take a 3-letter name, it's really short. You could take a 6-letter name, it's hard to balance. 4 letters, same thing. And yeah, 5 letters having the S in the middle in waste, it's perfect for me to paint. back when I was a little kid coming up in the graph stuff, I would switch up names every 2 weeks, every week, every day, every hour. I read so many names, it's not even possible to mention them all. So I will mention none. And I don't think that I will still have written waste if Softless didn't paint my name in my no need paint my style in the Secret Writer 5 that I was part of. But now when have the feeling of changing something up, I just do a sketch battle or a name exchange or something like that. It's not really a smart idea to change your name every week when all that social media stuff got involved. So that was it for the waste name thing. If you want to know more about me and what inspired me to start with this crazy art style or lifestyle, in the upcoming video, how I started painting craft. So we are outlining the piece right now. Of course, one of the most fun parts in the piece is doing the outlines. That's my favorite part of the piecing. Well, is it my favorite part? I would say it's a hard choice between outlining and doing the 3D stuff. But today I feel like outlining takes the number one. It's always the nice part. And also doing the sketch is something that I really enjoy always because I most of the time do it freestyle. I don't take a sketch with me, but yeah, all my pieces lately have been similar to each other. But it's just yeah, the freestyling moment, the thinking, how what I'm going to do today is also really nice and something that I can really enjoy. For outlining, I'm using my favorite cap, the German outline. I like it a lot. It's very similar to the universal cap or the yellow skinny. Some people call it the banana cap. I don't know. It's really similar to that. It's a little bit skinnier. And I like the stock cap of the loop cans, what also is a similar shape. That's basically all the caps I use for a piece. Sometimes I add the standard cap from the Montana black line. Yeah, that's basically what I use for a piece. And as I already said in the beginning, this was intended to be a raw video, but I'm not sure. It's not really raw anymore, but it's still a lot of footage. So yeah, I tried to use as much as I had, and I'm still thinking of if I'm going to throw a beat under it or not. Anyways, I hope you like that I'm dropping some longer form videos. If you want to see the short ones, I always post some shorts from every piece. So keep your eye open for that. And yeah, for the 1K special, I painted 3 times on 1K in the side of this piece. 2 in the background and 1 inside of the letters as part of the extension underneath my T and E, like to the T to the E. I chose to do 3 times 1K because 3 times is always right. Uneven numbers inside of artworks is something that really works. So when you'd see me doing the bar sides inside of my piece is what I do a lot. I have here inside of the connection to the S to the T, I always try to use 3 bars. Or I also do it sometimes in top of the W to the A connection, and then I try to do 3, 5, 7, 9 small bars. Uneven numbers look better to the eye is something I heard somewhere inside of a TV show. I think it was Ink Master that I used to watch a long time ago. For me, it's still a little bit weird that there are more than 1,000 people subscribed to this channel right now. And yeah, I want to thank you guys from the bottom of my heart for being here on the channel. I want to do a real raw style video really soon. There is still a lot of projects that I haven't launched that are almost ready to go, and I have a feeling that this year is going to be great regarding the graffiti stuff, and there will be some life-changing moments this year. Okay, you know what? We're almost 15 minutes in. I don't know how many people are watching still. And if you're still watching, you're real G. I will announce that my lady, Push, who you have seen 2 times last year in the videos, and the lady that makes this all possible, is pregnant with our second baby. As many of you people know, we got our first baby in July last year, and we're getting our second baby, and it's planned for the end of September right now. And of course we are very stoked about this, but it's also like how our having one baby is sometimes a little bit tough, but how is it to have 2 babies? And I will try to keep up the grind as always, for sure. I don't talk really a lot about my private life, but yeah, this is something that I really like to share with you guys. I hope you like the rawness of the video. I show almost every little part of this piece that I painted in 6 hours, in almost 20-25 minutes. So it's not really a raw video, but that will surely come soon. 3-hour video, 3-hour voiceover. I'm still thinking how I'm going to talk about this one piece for 3 hours long, but we will manage. We will talk about a lot of stuff in that video. In this video, I want to give this small tip away. When you're doing pieces, you're doing your outlines. Try to do all the lines that go into the same direction at the same time. So when you like that edgy look that I have in my pieces, I think the line that's going to the same direction and do that other line in the same direction right after the other one. So if you take the block part in between the S and the T again, you will see me doing vertical lines, and then coming back in with the horizontal lines, horizontal. You can do that too throughout all your whole piece, and it's easier to take that same line every time. I always have struggles with can control when I don't paint on a regular basis. For me, it's really about the consistency. If I paint one piece every week, it's always really tight, but when I don't paint for 3-4 weeks, I'm really a little bit rusty. For me, it's always really crazy to see someone like Ref, who I've been painting with for a while. He hasn't painted for in a year sometimes. We had it already 1 year, and this guy comes back painting with me, and it's still clean as hell. And I'm thinking, how does he do that? It's so crazy. I've been painting for around 7 years, 8 years on a constant level, and I don't have that outline technique like some of those guys. Damn. But my pieces are getting cleaner a lot. I still don't do a lot of cutbacks, and I don't think I ever will, because this kind of works for my style. But if you see my painting of the last video on the sticker, I think that is some of my best work right now, and I really feel like canvas work should be clean as hell, but walls can be a little bit rougher. I like it a little bit raw. Yeah, I like it raw. On to the part where we are going to do some of the nice details inside of this piece, including the shine on top of the shine in this piece, and we'll use Santiago from Loop. It's almost empty, so some lines are a little bit moi. You see me pull it a little bit more times over each other, but it's still one of my favorite colors, and I use it a lot in my pieces, especially on top of outlines. Giving the piece that nice bright pink extra shine on top of the light purple. Really works great. I like it so much, and you see me do it almost every time when I paint purple outlines. Especially with the nice color contrast when we paint the outer outline in the yellow and the lighting effect in the bright green with a little bit of white. I don't paint the white on top of the outline on this piece. Sometimes I will, but having that lighting effect with that white and it not being in the piece still gives it that shiny effect, and it's really one of those effects that I use a lot in my pieces. Having the can being almost empty is easier as well, but this time it was really tricky if I could manage to get out as much paint to finish all the shines. But luckily we had enough. If you're still watching this video, put 10,000 in the comments so I know who the real G's are. And if you have not subscribed until this point, tag that subscribe button, make it yours, and you won't miss out on my next video. That will be the talking video where I will talk in straight into the camera and you will can take a look at my beautiful face. Big thank you to everyone who ever bought a canvas from me or a sticker commission or any type of other support that you gave me. All the people that subscribe to this channel, you're a big support as well. Everybody that's watched this video is a big support. I don't make anything from this channel except for the exposure, so share it with someone, help me out. Time for the last details of the piece, the lighting effect. Please keep hanging around to see the final result of this piece and the pieces from some other guys that were at the wall. Check it out if you like it. And I hope to see you in the next video. Waste is out. I'm tired. I'm going to sleep. I'll see you in the next video. Bye. Waste out.